make it whole again.
Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name or face. My fault, I didn't notice it was out of place. You painting fairy tales on the wall, calling to the better of the halves of me. Please show me just a little bit of honesty. I hope I got a heart that I can salvage, but it's getting harder now to recall. I know well, but let out both try. You could have anything you wanted it all for your fool's gold. And I know well, why deaf and half blind. You could get anything you wanted. Yeah, I would have handed it all over, falling for you. Only falling for you. Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name to face. My fault, but when I noticed it was far too late, you left a fingerprint on my soul.
And what's going on, everybody out there? How we all doing? Welcome to another episode of Annihilation Overwatch by HelloFresh. Today, we get to bring you some of the best between the Battle Cattle and Insidious here tonight. This is Season 2, Week 3, for those of you just tuning in for the first time this week. And I'm very excited to see the Battle Cattle shine. You know? Absolutely. We also have Insidious joining us today, and this is actually going to be my first cast for both of these teams. So I'm actually really pumped to see how this all goes down. I feel like I'm going down nostalgia way over here with Battle Cattle. I know a couple of these players, and we got friends of the booth over there on the side of Battle Cattle as well, Arya and the Vampire. So this is definitely going to be a splendid matchup. Ready to see it. We do have Biscuit here today. Well, maybe I did see Insidious run it down. I have seen the Biscuit before, so this is going to be fun. I'm excited. I'm jam-packed. Joining me tonight, I'm here with the one, the only Rhino.
Hello. Good evening. How is everybody? Coming at you live from Europe, making a little bit of a different, a bit of multiculturalism here on the Annihilation Overwatch Twitch stream. It's a pleasure to be with you. My first time here. Looking forward to bringing you some Overwatch action.
I love that. I'm pumped. You literally just hype me up. Like if I was a thermometer, okay, and I could like burst once like the entire bulb is lit, it just happened. All right.
There we go.
It's the EU. Oh, here we go.
There is something about the English accent to those that like aren't from around here. I definitely get that a lot. I get it a lot.
You might bring my accent out. It's gonna come out.
Let's go.
You might force it. Force it.
And of course, we can't start this stream without thanking our sponsors, HelloFresh. Thank you so much for sponsoring Annihilation Overwatch. And hey, we have a little code in that top right-hand corner. If you want to use it, absolutely go ahead. 10 meals free plus appetizers for life. I mean, it's an incredible deal, a huge deal that you should not turn down, Pipes.
No, you definitely shouldn't turn it down at all. I mean, come on. 10 free meals. 10 free meals. I said this the other day. It's redonkulous if you don't take this offer. Like, from fresh casting to fresh food, get your 10 meals today. Make sure you click on that link, use that code, get everything you need, and have a great time here from Annihilation Overwatch. Absolutely. I'm kind of locked in. I'm dialed.
I'm locked in. Let's go. Let's see if we can get everyone.
See if we get these hands rolling, right?
we're going to be starting on Oasis. We are going to have some control action. And Pipes, we're going to be quite frank. We have not had the best luck when it comes to content over the season that we have had live on stream. However, I firmly believe that tonight could be the night.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
I think I could be.
Are you insinuating that this is the matchup of the century, the tale of tales that goes the yard, the longest distance, as they would say, taking strides with great pride? Both these teams are going to reach the peak to tie it up, to send it to a map 5. Is that what I'm feeling? Is that the energy we are giving off right now?
I feel like it's only right. I feel like it's only right. Rhino and Pipes on the cast. We need as much content as we possibly can to deal with the hypeness of both of our voices. We need all 5 games, folks. We require it.
Oh man, I can't contain myself much more. I'm waiting for both these teams to drop these R's so we could drop these Dukes and get on with this thing. Oasis is the first map tonight. You know, I've seen a lot of great things from Oasis. So, you know, this is going to be a very nice pinnacle matchup too, especially if we start where on I want to call it what the heck is the center map? This is the one. Here we go. This is perfect. This is a great way to start it off right here. Sometimes I don't know all the names of all the little maps. I'm very good and well-rounded with Lijiang Tower. But when it comes to Oasis, it's a rarity to memorize all these names.
Well, we are certainly getting into Lijiang Tower. I believe this is University? No, it's not. It might be.
This could be University. There are shelves. We do have some desks here for studies. We might be in the home of the Vishgard, and I'm ready to you know, discard thoughts on Overwatch. Yeah, that works. We'll lock that in.
Yeah, we'll run with that. Absolutely. It looks like we are getting the teams warmed up, and I saw a hamster over there for a moment, but it will be back to the monkey. Winston gonna be picked up by a Balderich, and then we've got Icarus and Shin playing the Tracer and Genji respectively. Kiriko run by Don't Blink, and then the Lucio run by Skinny. On the other side, it's Hasdio, Yaxim, Biscuit, your teammate, and Ekaliko.
My teammate! I do remember Insidious. Oh, this is definitely going to be an incredible match. I remember. I'm starting to feel the burn from week 1. It's coming back to me. You know, 9 games a week is a lot of games to stick to. But here live coming into it, it does look like we get this nasty pin right off the rip, followed up onto Skinny, taking out Icarus, and this is looking like a really strong push here for Insidious.
I'm gonna show my unprofessionalism here just a moment, and I've not really spectated an Overwatch game. How do you switch to individual players' viewpoints? Anyone?
Oh gosh, you're on the PC,
yes.
So it might be your F keys. I know on controller it's like my LB/RB.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. All right.
I don't even have a PC. I don't even have a PC. We got my teammate out here booping away, taking out Don't Blink and Shin, but Baldrich able to react quick, eliminating my teammate. And here comes the double deuce as Hasdoid and Ikoliko take out the remaining members of the Battle Cattle.
Right, this is going to be fun. I've realized where my buttons are now. And as you say, the Battle Cattle are taking out their Insidious coming through, and already coming up to 40, maybe 50% on the point by the time the Battle Cattle can come back in. That will be the case. Oh, they've managed to take out the Reinhardt. They've completely disrupted everything. The Battle Cattle wants to. Oh, what a shout out from Hastio. Oh my goodness, the Reinhardt goes crazy on University.
Absolutely. That shatter was just key right there. They broke through with that ice wall, isolated, took out that tank, and just sent a massive shatter flying into the Battle Cattle direction.
Wow.
Overwatch at its finest here. T2, nothing but the best in Annihilation.
We do have a Blizzard up as well. Oh, they try to cut off the fight again. It's awkward in the little room. Reinhardt stunned. The Blizzard is down. He should be gone, and it's a team wipe. Oh my goodness gracious me. Insidious did not come to play games. well, I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Oh, I do. Insidious not backing down here. They're throwing up this window, too. They are prepared for an all-out defensive hold here on round 1 of Oasis.
Wow.
They were... Rhino.
Yeah.
All right. In honor of your name, they were a stampede just now, okay? What I just saw from Insidious was the definition of locked in. It was looking like my comp runs last night, okay? True raw determination and power and nothing but great strides. This is gonna be and this is a good map too here. I'm really digging this Oasis selection here, the map order. This is going to be a fight for fights now. We're going to be able to tell if Battle Cattle comes out swinging hard enough, if they're going to take this and send it into a round 3 here on Oasis. Remember, the intensity is alive. We are brought to you by HelloFresh. It is 1-0 Insidious here as we get ready to bring you the best in Annihilation Overwatch.
Yeah, it looks like they were going to try and run the mirror there, but Yaxin moving on to the Sombra for something a little bit different, which is going to be very interesting indeed. This is a Reinhardt versus Reinhardt matchup, and the Mei trying to cause some problems. The wall is down, but unfortunately nothing comes of it. And now Hastio moves forwards, takes out his opposing number, and starts to wreck the Battle Cattle once again. This is just domination already from Insidious.
So this is actually really interesting.
Hang on.
For the side of Battle Cattle, right? You know, they need to make a strategic starting pick here to kind of open up this fight. But the pressure that's being applied by Insidious is just, it's a lot. You know, they have this pressure that they draw in, and once that Ryan closes the gap on that space, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah, it does seem to be. And Ryan once again trying to do some work. Fire Strike coming through. All might have his opposite number once again, but not on this occasion. They do back away, 23% and counting on the point for Insidious, and they will not be dislodged. Oh, and the amplification matrix through as well from the BAP. Oh, the shatter comes through. Oh, it's defended. Oh my goodness, Shin. No. Who was it? It was Boulderich able to make that block.
Oh, U-turn.
But it might not matter. Hastio still going crazy. And that
He's going to save that.
Wow.
I was hoping for Boulderich to kind of do the turnaround jumper, 1-2 McSwaggleton, and just hit him with that Shatteroo, but I guess they're going to hold this one down. I mean, they are coming, as well as a beat 2. They do have the Earthquake by the one and only Icarus, and Shin is coming up on some eyes, but, you know, I don't know. I am noticing Shin's coming around this flank, trying to get a little back shot in, get an early pick on that support line. Bayult's coming out as well. The ult economy is definitely being used, and rather well timing too. They're not spending all of their ults.
No, exactly that. They've only used 1 in that fight from Big Sket, but they still have 2 on the backlines, and it's 2 big ones as well. It's Beat as well as the EMP, and Ekoliko is taking out Shin as well. The BAP onto the Soldier. I mean, it's just insane. But speaking of ults, Battle Cattle do have 4 ults to use, and there's one of them. The beat down early. They might try and take out the Reinhardt here. He's going to have the beat thrown on him as well. Oh, no way! Oh, Hastio swinging his hammer, and that's going to do it for Oasis.
Insidious taking map number 1 here, and our Annihilation play of the game goes to,
of course,
Hastio. Oh!
Hold up.
Ash! Yaxum! What? Did not see that coming. Massive EMP. Oh.
Why?
Rhino, we just witnessed a display of stout comp from Insidious. That was absolutely impeccable, truly precise, minimal mistakes, great execution.
Oh, a perfect execution, I would say. I mean, something that you always talk about in these kinds of, in these Overwatch matchups is all about that ult economy, right? You have 5 ultimates that you can use at any given time, but you have to be sure that you're using them at the right times. And it's so amazing to see Insidious win a fight, win a team fight, get a full team wipe, and still have 2, 3, 4 ultimates on the board. I mean, it's terrifying if you're watching from a Battle Cattle perspective, But I mean, from their side, it's just perfect rotation of ultimates. And that last one from the Sombra right at the end, that's a perfect example of when to pull the trigger.
Yeah, very true. And honestly, right now, our next map of the night is Eichenwald. So Battle Cattle, you know, I feel like taking that first match, you know, you take it all in and you turn around and you reiterate it in a way. Say, hey, what do we got to do? What changes we got to make? I mean, I'm positive that with their lineup in general and their bench, they do have players that can combat against this line from Insidious.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of how they plug and play, you know, and we're gonna see. That was only map number 1. All right, it is 1-0 Insidious right now, taking on Battle Cattle here in the T2 division of Annihilation Overwatch, and we're gonna see what happens as this all plays out. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. I mean, you were filling me with the aura of a 5-game series, and I'm not counting anyone out after that first round.
Yeah, for sure. I have to say that it does look like we are going to get some substitutions in. Insidious will stick with their lineup. However, I believe Icarus and DNA Shooter are coming in for the side of Battle Cattle. It will be Boulderich taking to the sidelines at least. Unsure of the other one. That's on me. I was trying to remember, but I cannot. So, yeah, it will be very interesting to see what happens here with these two teams now that we've seen those substitutions. Do you know much about these new players coming in, Icarus and Shooter?
Well, Icarus was the DPS the last round for Battle Cattle, right? And it seems that Icarus is going to be playing on the tank role here. They are going to be bringing in DNA Shooter, which I'm actually very intrigued to see how Shooter and Shin work here. You know, that double S combination on the DPS. And on top of that, you know, you're bringing in Piper, which I feel like is more of a specialty curve, right? Piper, friend of the booth, right? One of our lovely producers here at Annihilation for the caster team. And, you know, I feel like Piper might add that little touch needed on the department, right? You just came off of a 2-0, you know, you relax. You know, you let Boulderich and Don't Blink, you know, get a little one on, and, you know, you come back firing all cylinders in map 3. So I'm ready to see how map 2 goes. I'm pretty excited. I think everybody's ready. We could be wrong here.
But
I'm ready to see this. But now, to adjust confusion for everyone before we get in there, right? Insidious is now going to be on the left, and Battle Cattle will be on the right upon the next map. So if everyone's looking at the stream and you get like a little confused, just want you to know that's where it's at. Because I don't think the names are changing. So you're going to see some names, and it might say Insidious, but I don't know. I'm still watching this through and through. We're ready to go. Pipes and Rhino at it again with the white vans.
The boys are back in town.
Looks like
we do have a prediction for game number 2. So, who will win map number 2? Battle Cattle or Insidious? Place your bets now using those wonderful, wonderful channel points. Let us know. So, we will see exactly what the people are thinking. But Pipes, I'm going to come to you with this change in the Battle Cattle side. Do you think they can bring this series back to a 1-1, or do you think Insidious just have that little bit too much?
I think Battle Cattle has what it takes. You know, I mean, I don't know if the chat knows this, but you know, I low key am a one-trick Orisa, so I got faith in the Battle Cattle. All right. I'm ready to see it done. You know, anything can happen. This is Overwatch. The metas are wild. Everything's wicked. But, you know, in this ELO, we get to see it all kind of get thrown together. And I'm very pumped about it. So I have faith in the Battle Cattle. I know that we have some chatters out there that believe in the Battle Cattle as well. Okay. Bongos McGee stand by them. All right. But Insidious is looking like impeccable right now. All right. If I was like if I was the Simon Cowell of Overwatch, you know, they would have gotten like the grade A golden buzzer technique 1, 2, 3. Just flawless execution.
That sounds like if Simon Cowell was a referee in the WWE with that, the 1, 2, 3.
Crackle, Skinny is on the Battle Cattle. Yes, that's right. Crackle, me, and Skinny, we all used to be casters for this one league together. So we all know each other. And Lou, Crackle, another one of our casters here in Annihilation. So it's definitely cool to see a lot of our friends playing tonight.
Absolutely. And they are putting on a show, Pipes. They are putting on an
dude, they did a full rotation. They even swapped out Shin. Dude, this is coming together here. Insidious versus Battle Cattle. We're going to see if this new lineup of Battle Cattle has what it takes to go toe-to-toe with Insidious here on Icon. And this is where everything is going to get a little bit wicked. Remember, you have to cap that point first, and then you got to push it an entire 2 checkpoints. So anything could really happen here. May see some rush. We may even get some dive. But I'm trying to see if the Battle Cattle is going to call upon the inner cattle themselves and haul it together with jabs, spears, and nothing but carnage.
Yeah, so we can take you around the map here. This is that first point. You take over the payload, and then you blast your way through the doors round on the left-hand side. Work your way up the path around here. This is a very open space, lends itself very nicely to some of those long-range DPS players until you enter the castle, where you have to burst the door down and get to the payload point right at the end. You've all seen Eichenwalde before. I didn't need to do this, but it was just a nice thing while the players are getting ready. But now, they are ready, Pipes, and we're getting into some Eichenwalde.
Yes, indeed, certainly, indubitably, we is on Eichenwalde here, and it looks like the cards are out. Now, not for the side of Battle Cattle, but for the side of Insidious, we do see that Battle Cattle, as Dio is on that Orisa. We do have Yaxim on the Venture, Biscuit on the Farah, my teammate on the Mercy, and Liko on the Baptiste. Icarus over here on the Stigma, with DNA Shooter and Ricky Biddies rocking that Cassidy and Bash. On the support line, we have Van Piper on the BAP and Arya on the Zenyatta. Come on, fearless leader. I have faith in you, Kamish.
We'll see if that faith is repaid, but it seems as though the Farah Mercy coming out from Overwatch 1 and many, many moons ago, still very effective, still very potent, as they know there's a lot of shield to break down. Farah on with Biscuit trying desperately to make as much damage on these heroes as possible, getting to use some of that heals and make it very difficult for them to get back into the fight. There's another.
Oh my god! Already?
That's a kill onto Vampiro as well.
Justice already?
Wow, that's insane.
We are literally not even 30 seconds into the game, and a Justice was cooked up. That is the helpful hint of the blue beam of my teammate over there. That was a charged up ability. Like, the ult economy for the rest of Insidious isn't even up there yet.
Hang on, there's a comp change coming in. They're going for the mirror. Orisa coming out.
The Battle Cattle's calling upon their spirit animal. This is the fight we've been waiting for, Rhino.
For sure, but that Sojourn has to do some work. I'm looking to see Ricky Biddy's doing some work, moving around the side, looking for those shots, but unfortunately not able to hit anything. Almost goes down. 67 HP to work with. As we switch sides, this Orisa is standing strong and proving to be a very, very difficult object to move. I mean, this first choke point on Eichenwalde is so difficult to get past anyway, but now you've got Liko just raining down with the Baptiste work and taking out the Sojourn. I mean, Battle Cattle have not got moving yet.
Yeah, no, Battle Cattle right now need to plant their feet, and they got to understand what pick they want to take. In this situation, they got to get rid of this Mercy Farah. You know, Mercy first, then the Farah, or vice versa. But at the same time, Venture holding this high ground is really causing a big problem over here for the side of Battle Cattle. It's taking away that angle, and it's getting the early picks on the support that's really hurting them. So, you know, maybe a different approach, maybe a different path. They are coming up on 5 ults. They are about to have all 5 ults. So, you know, maybe a solid rotation, and you adjust and you get these picks in. And we could be cooking in Battle Cattle favor here. Minute 30 left on the clock. High Noon does come out. Big Justice again.
Oh my!
And there's a Terra Surge! But not for the side of the Battle Cattle. And what a hold indeed.
Oh.
for Insidious.
Wow.
Do I have this skin? This is a beautiful Orisa skin.
It's really pretty. It really is.
When did that come out? Oh wait. Oh, it's a charge skin. Oh, okay, it's the League. I'm looking at it like it's brand new.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to the Overwatch League, gone but never forgotten.
R.I.P. in great memory. Here comes that excavation initiation, getting a pick onto that IO field. And dude, look at this. This is that pressure that I was talking about. Insidious is just literally applying that pressure and just preventing any footage for Battle Cattle.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they've not even got a tick on this 8 point, and they are coming down to 30 seconds on the clock. They need to move, and they need to move now. They do have more ults. They have the BAP ult, Ana ult, and Orisa ult. So that Terror Surge will be coming through very, very shortly, you would imagine. And here she comes, moving through. There's the Terror. Oh, I thought she was going to use it there. No. Decides to turn around instead, going for that Mercy up top. But, oh, the Resurrect is
the window.
Just disrespectful.
The back shoot window. There.
But that might be the end of the fight. We will see. And it is. Yeah.
That could have been a really good run there. That could have been a really good run there in those final moments. If the picks were in, that would have been a very successful push.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
that's okay.
Not to be the case. I mean, look, they tried to use their ults the best that they could. I felt like they had the problem I saw with that fight is they were just a little bit apart from each other. They were a little bit split apart. So the healers couldn't come through, make those saves. The Orisa was pushing through the choke point, trying to get onto the point, but didn't have that supporting cast. Maybe because it was, you know, taken out by that Insidious side. However, that for me was the thing that dooms the Battle Cattle in that particular engagement.
And this offensive drive that Insidious is setting up right now is definitely looking like they want to up and finish this run here. They're bringing in the Bubble Beam Warrior along with the customized mole, the one and only diving Genji. This is a stout little pick here between the tank and the DPS composition. You know, the healers are sticking to that Lucio BAP. Yeah. That's menacing. You got your speed, your mobility's in there. But right now I'm kind of digging this Battle Cattle poke composition that they're going for here. Hopefully it's enough to really sustain them in these fights, because they got a lot of time here to hold this point down if they want to win this game.
Yeah, and it is not going to be easy, certainly with Zarya coming through as that tank. Not a lot of health, but those bubbles, they can do some serious damage, and they're not even going to try and fight that first choke point, actually. Battle Cattle are going to let them straight through. I wonder if they'll regret that later on. That seems like a bit of a miscalculation to me. However,
it is a bit risky, but you do want to play back a little bit here, being that there is that Zarya. So, you know, you do have the shield tank involved now. This could be very helpful. But the real question is, again, where are these picks coming in from, and who's going to land this? It looks like Igaluko taking out.
Oh, straight in. Oh, and it's just an absolute massacre. Oh, my goodness. Sigma's going to be next to go, and that is going to be your lot, folks, for Eichenwalde. Game done. Insidious 2-0.
2-0 Insidious. And the Annihilation play of the game goes to Yaxum on that venture.
Let's have a look at this. Oh, this is right at the end of the game, just coming through, dealing with the backline. It's wonderful work. And that is going to be your lot taking out the Ana there at the end. That is incredibly scary, but incredibly impressive as well. Insidious, they are not looking like they're slowing down anytime soon.
Now, Insidious is the definition of locked in right now. Like, if you looked on the dictionary, Insidious's name would pop up next to it as like an alternative.
Alternative meaning, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty
locked in. Other use known as Insidious.
Yeah, they're synonyms, right? It's like looking in the thesaurus as well. They mean the same thing. Locked in, Insidious, exactly equal. But this is a scary position for Battle Cattle to be in now, because if they are to come back in it, they have to hit that reverse sweep, which is not easy in any game, but least of all in Overwatch, I feel.
Now, like, I don't mean to, like, pry on Battle Cattle, but, you know, I know some of these players, and I wonder if Blink is eligible in the league to play on tank. You know, I feel like his hero pool kind of you know what? I take my comment back. I like what they're throwing in here at the top to run the helm here. This is gonna bring me back down memory lane.
Talk to me. What have you seen?
This could be the map. So if what I'm seeing is correct, it does look like we might be having the skinny tank, right? And skinny on tank is pretty menacing. From their Reinhardt, and on top of that, all the experience that they gained since I've last seen them play. So I'm ready to kind of see what is going to be produced here for the side of Battle Cattle. You know, Ricky was looking pretty good in the last round, even though they didn't really get that much progress. So bringing Shin in to combo with Biddies, that's very nice. And it looks like Violence is going to be stepping in here on the support line with Arya as well. So this is going to be one of those like final moments for Battle Cattle to turn this thing around, get the brooms going, and reverse sweep it.
Yeah, I mean,
if not, we're sitting on match point for Insidious.
Yeah, this is the problem, right? Because it could be that the brooms are coming out anyway, but just they're coming out of the other locker room, right? It's Insidious looking to sweep away Battle Cattle here, but they are making the substitutions. They are trying to make that change, and we are going onto a push map. It will be New Queen Street for this push map, which does potentially lend itself to a little bit more team fighty and a little bit more chance for maybe Battle Cattle to hold off on those ultimates until they have them all together and get a really big team fight and start pushing forwards. I think that might be their key to success.
Well, I want to see it. You know, I've been saying each fight so far, like, where's our opening pick going to come from? And, you know, with the way Insidious has been playing, it's kind of tough to kind of determine what you want to go for here. But, you know, after 3 rounds, I think Battle Cattle's going to know what to do. Especially on a push map. This is where Timmy gets his butt scratches. We're here live in New Queen Street, folks, bringing you the best in Annihilation Overwatch. If you're just joining us, please, indeed, check it out. This game has been brought to you in part by HelloFresh. We do have a code in the chat. Get yourself 10 free meals and lifetime of appetizers, right? Or
lifetime of appetizers, that's right.
Yeah, a lifetime of apps.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't know if y'all been to Applebee's, but like half off apps, unlimited apps. If it's free, it's for me. That's just it.
Correct. Are you a table apps guy or are you a solo apps guy when you go out to eat? Talk to me. It's difficult, right?
Yeah, it really depends. I'm all for the beer battle pretzel dip.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, I mean mug with that and some honey barbecue wings. Oh, baby. It's game over.
It is game over, and it may be game over very, very soon for Battle Cattle if they can't pick this one up. It's Hasdio coming out on the Doomfist. I wonder if this will change before that 0 seconds. They are sitting inside that base. No, the Doom will be coming out. So very interesting. Doom versus Winston here as the tank lineup between Battle Cattle and Insidious. And who do you favor in this matchup on New Queen Street?
So I favor Winston, right, as a pick. But I will say Hasdio on tank is looking like if the odds were in favor of gambling purposes, you know, he'd be like minus 250 by now. Oh, and Yaxum getting yeeted off that map there. Yeah, this is kind of going back and forth. We're teetering here. Shin getting 2. Skinny getting 1. This is that versatility that you might have needed here. You know, you bring Skinny in on this Winston. You're able to get those deep picks in onto the support line and still be able to get out. But meanwhile, you got to understand that this Doomfist is going to be doing the same thing. And that's where Shin and Ricky come into play. So I do like this mobility factor that they brought in here with this Kiriko and this Lucio composition for this run here, right? You're going to be able to teleport with the Kiriko as well as keep your speed going. Now, for the side of Insidious, we do have the Winton Mirror now. We're still running the Venture. We got that Tracer Mirror, so very strong in the respected roles for the side of Insidious. But now we get to see who's Winton dukes it out here, and it looks like we're going to be having a bunch of scattered picks here, jumping around. The Wintons are flying.
Desperately trying to keep up with this one, but it does look like it's going to be a win for Insidious in the end. But that was a very it was a kind of broken fight, I would suggest.
Yeah, you know, you had Haas coming straight off of a respawn, you know, diving in mid-team fight. So we're going to see now how Battle Cattle combats against this one. I do believe we will see a change in leadership here, though, for the match here. And Timmy is now being abandoned. Battle Cattle lead by a meter.
Yeah, they do, but that might be extended now because they seem to be getting this dub in this team fight. It's going to be Hasdio trying to stay alive, but he can't do it. And in the end, it will be Battle Cattle who just about are able to take back control of the robot and win that team fight pretty convincingly, actually, in the end. It was a full team wipe, and I think they only lost 1 or 2, so that's pretty impressive, really, coming out from Battle Cattle. They want to extend this series.
Yes, they do. And Shin not using his blade in that moment right there, it's very, very key. And here it comes now.
Wow,
this could be a big blade opportunity.
That turnaround was insane. I mean, both of the Winstons using their role, and it will be Hasdio to take out that Genji. Shin being taken out. Hasdio next on the list. Maybe not quite going to finish the job, but it should be enough for Insidious to start moving that robot forwards once again. And all 5 members of Battle Cattle are back in their spawn, and that lead will not be a lead for much longer.
Well, they almost left Timmy behind again. So now we're coming up on the butt scratch opportunity of the night, folks, here at the Timmy races. And we do have Shin headlining this defensive assault here for the side of Battle Cattle.
Backline chance for Shin trying to get through. Biscuit takes out
Skinny just getting erased.
Oh, and that might be a lot.
See, that could have been a good dive. It's just unfortunate that they all closed in on him and took advantage of that bubble.
Yeah. And that's halfway.
And now we get to see our butt scratches. Come on, Timmy!
Timmy, do it. Do it.
Yeah!
You got to give the people what they want. Absolutely massive.
TS1, Timmy scratches one cheek at a time here at Annihilation Overwatch, where we bring you nothing but the best.
What's happening
in
here?
T2?
Stepping forwards, looking for something.
Massive.
Being nanoed, but
that pulse bomb was gorgeous.
Was gorgeous. Ekaliko taking out the backlines, and Skinny takes out Biscuit. They're now starting to struggle here, are Insidious. Battle Cattle should have the advantage here in this team fight. Hasdio trying to get onto the backlines, but he gets bumped away. There should be enough damage, surely, from the side of Battle Cattle to finish off this job. And eventually, they will find it, and Shin will finish off Brigitte as well. But lots of work to do for Battle Cattle. They are a wave behind now. They still need to push that point up to halfway at least.
Yeah, and Shin has to capitalize when this Brigitte and Winston are not on him. You know, there are 3 characters that he 100% can eliminate from this match. But, you know, Hasdio and my teammate over here on this Brig Winston combo, you know, they kind of pose a threat to our boy Shin.
Yeah, they do, but Shin doesn't care. He goes straight into the back lines, and Ricky finishes off your teammate. It's Hasdio, though, to get one back. Shin continuing the domination, and it's back and forth. Hasdio pulling Insidious through this fight, saying, just let me help you, let me get the kills. And that's exactly what he's doing. Not used his ult yet either, but he may have to now. There we go, and he's trying to get it just so that Skinny's ultimate leaves him, and exactly that it does. He's looking for the kill now onto his opposite number, but Skinny will jump away. It doesn't matter too much, though. Insidious have won the team fight, all thanks to Hasdio's heroics.
Yeah, but in that team fight, Ricky and Shin both able to build up ults here. Pulse Bomb does come out from Ricky. As I like how when I bring up the ult economy, they just whip him out.
Yeah, me too. Still a long time in this one, though. Just about 3 minutes 45. on the clock.
If they can get
it, there is definitely
if they can get this. Yeah, if they get a nice steady regroup right here, I mean, this is going to be an early team fight that we're going to see get initiated in this, and we do only have one Dragon Blade ultimate here for the side of Battle Cattle. Insidious is coming up on their third ultimate.
Here we go. It's straight into the backlines, takes out Brigitte immediately. That is a big pick. And now that should be... No, hang on. Yaxim taking out Ricky. Shin gets another one onto Ekaliko. And it looks like that should be a team fight.
Gotta jump on the backline run here.
And it will.
There is nobody able to defend this Timmy except for Ricky, who's coming out of the spawn now.
No, not the C9.
Oh, but wait. The Battle Cattle have returned. They've pulled Timmy back.
Yeah, but you have to give credit to Biscuit there because he's taken away so much time and also given Insidious a lot of time to regroup and get back into this one. And that's exactly what they will do. It's Skinny who has been on a bomb, and he will be taken out. And Hasdio takes out Shin. Oh, it's all falling apart for Battle Cattle with 2.5 minutes on the clock. They will lose this team fight. And now they will take charge of Timmy as well, heading towards that final checkpoint.
Man, I mean, Insidious is just really looking good right here. Absolutely polished. They're making these key picks individually. You know, you take out Shin when you can, and you know, you kind of just rotate with those picks from there, and they're really just catching it off guard in these team fights pretty early.
Yeah, they are, but onto the backlines. Oh, that is going to be Monkey versus Monkey. 2 primals for the price of 1, but 1 it might just get the job done. Hang on a moment. Ricky on the backlines. He's going to take out Ekaliko. Your teammate takes out the Kiriko, though. Violence goes for a nap. Hasdio takes out Arya. Everyone's so low on the side of Insidious. Your teammate finishes off Skinny. Ricky coming back, though, taking out the Brigitte. But Hasdio moves in. He does get stuck by the Tracer, but it is merely a flesh wound. And once again, Insidious take the team fight, but it is so scrappy.
It really is. I mean, right now you played, but with this Winston being played by Hasdio, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, Hasdio just seems to be really taking advantage of the positioning that he's been given. Actually, Biscuit. He's looking for the backlines.
Watch this dive right here
sneaky.
from Hasdio.
This dive is going to be huge. He jumps right onto Arya, and she is taken out. First death of the team fight. Biscuit now in the Tracer 1v1 will leave that one alone. Hasdio taken out by Shin, and now there's a chance for Battle Cattle. No, Biscuit takes out Ricky. Oh, the Tracer doing work on the backlines, takes out Skinny as well. And with 30 seconds on the clock, that may just be the end of not just the game, Pipes, but the series.
This could be 25 seconds left, 98.80 meterage to 45.14. Battle Cattle really going to have to dig deep here with that Kitsune Rush Dragon Blade. But the real question is, are they going to have enough in the tank when they take this Timmy back to really send it all the way?
Oh, Biscuit takes out Skinny. No way. Shin, you've got to use that blade, surely. Starts going through now. Backlines. Oh, taken out by Hasdio before he can even use it. And that, folks, is basically the story of Battle Cattle's night. It's unfortunate that it has to end this way, but it will, Pipes. 3-0. And against what it says on your screen, I promise you, Insidious win.
Oh, and our Annihilation play of the game goes to my teammate on Greg here, swinging with the rhythm and the rhyme.
Wow. Wonderful.
Oh, this was flawless.
Oh, just so pretty to watch. Sometimes you're lost for words.
I like good Brig play. You know, I can't complain. I can't play Brig for, you know, the life of me. So it's very nice to, you know, see good Brig play.
And you don't see it very often, to be honest with you, Pipes. I've got to say that my pubs look very, very different to that Brig. However, that one was very special indeed. And credit to Insidious. They came, they showed up, and they did not take their foot off the gas pedal for the entire evening. GG's to them. Pipes. Listen, the curse of the streamed games continues. We are yet to see a 5-game series, and that wait goes on. But credit to Insidious, they were exceptional.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Insidious, truly, I got to tip my hat to the way that they played today. You know, that was pretty spectacular. You know, they played together as a team, but on top of that, their coordination is what really got them that team win. Honestly, every single fight, they were making the right picks and through all matches. And it didn't come down to rocking one specific, tank pick or DPS pick. You know, they had full rotation in their hero pools and just worked with what they had to do, to combat against the battle cattle. And it was really good to watch.
It was really good to watch, although not if you're a Battle Cattle fan for sure. They get 3-0'd by Insidious. Pipes, we're going to shut this one down, though. Where can the people find you?
Well, before we shut this down, we do have to give an honorable mention to Battle Cattle, and we have to pick our MVP for Insidious.
Ooh.
Yes, and I mean, I don't know about you, but, Scoot's name's been thrown around a lot today. Yaxum as well, from the Sombra to the Venture. Hasdio's tank was just... like chef's kiss, okay? From the healer side of things, too, my teammate, definitely.
Yeah.
So, it's a very tough call, between all the players of Battle Cattle who to pick, because, all together they ran that offense and defense both ways, and it was fantastic to see. But if you had to crown an MVP for the side of Insidious, what would you be leaning towards?
Me personally, I couldn't take my eyes off Hasdio for that entire game. I think they played incredibly well, always where they needed to be. The dives were correct every single time they went into the backlines. It felt like they won their team, the team fight, and I think that's what earns him the MVP for me today.
Well, since I'm not gonna disagree with that, and it's your debut on the season 2 cast, we're locking that in. So our MVP pick for Insidious is going to be Hasdio. Absolutely splendid tank tonight, truly immaculate, an absolute incredible appearance. To even just, it left me astonished. Some moves he made today, I was just jaw dropped, from the Reinhardt all the way to the Winston at the end. Even the Doomfist, it didn't get far, but you could tell that Hasdio has honed their craft, and they show up to show out. So congrats on the MVP. And now for the side of the Battle Cattle, I mean, there's a lot of rotation as far as players go, so you don't really get to see much. But for me, I'm kind of in a standstill here with Icarus and Shin.
Ooh.
I feel like Shin had the odds against him going up against that Brig and Winston, but still made it work to where, they were a key portion to the Battle Cattle's win, right? In those team fights. Now, Icarus, on the other hand, from DPS swinging on over to the tank, I'm not going to lie. Icarus showed stout in both offense and defense. They were able to combat against Insidious until Insidious did Insidious things, but all in all, I'm not going to take away credit where credit is due. So between Icarus and Shin, where are you leaning towards?
Oh, that's such a difficult question. Because they both played incredibly. I think they both deserve it. For me, I think my mind keeps going back to like the team fights that Battle Cattle were actually able to win, that gave them that as I say, that team fight victory where they actually showed teeth. And it seems to me like Shin was the guy getting those kills that got them those team fight wins. And I can't really turn away from that. I thought he played really well as the Genji, getting into those backlines. Some of those blades were really, really astonishing to witness, because he just went through the entire Insidious team at times. So I am struggling to look past Shin personally, though, as you say, Icarus also had a crazy game. Yeah,
I mean, and both of them, all in all, I mean, you had to go up against, Yaxum and Biscuit, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we saw the Tracer tonight from Biscuit as well. Like that doesn't go unwavered. You know, I tip my hat to the entire Insidious lineup tonight. Like, it's a tough pick.
It is.
You know, but at the end of the day, you know, the pressure they applied, the way that they were able to attack these angles, you know, I'm in agreement with you on the Shin being able to hold it down for the Battle Cattle in the dark times, and, you know, keep the stride alive. So our MVP for tonight is Hasdio from Insidious, and our honorable mention from Battle Cattle is Shin. Congratulations to you both, guys, and we are ready and will be very much happy to stream you guys again throughout these weeks. We do have a nice season ahead of us here in season 2 of Annihilation Overwatch, and each week we will bring you the best. Okay? And it all starts with y'all getting your free meals from Fresh! Okay? 10 free meals, unlimited lifetime appetizers. I don't know about you, but I'm going to plug the code in after today, because after saying that 3 or 4 times, I'm kind of hooked, and I want some free apps.
Absolutely. Also, if you really struggle with, like, with food waste, HelloFresh is a really, really big help in that space, because they deliver your meals to you and they only deliver the ingredients you're gonna use. Gone are the days of throwing food away in the bin or in the trash, trying to, you know, get rid of stuff that you haven't used. No, everything that HelloFresh sends you, you're gonna be using, you're gonna be eating, and you're gonna be loving. So make sure you use that code that we have in chat, !HelloFresh, will get you all of the information that you need. And this isn't us actually done for today, because we have 2 more games coming up right here on the Annihilation Overwatch Twitch stream at 7:30 p.m. EST. It's going to be Sussy Platypus taking on the Sussy Spider-Man, the battle of the Sussies. And then at 9 p.m. it's Sussy Heroes taking on Sussy Fuecoco. It's another...
The Fuecocos are back!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, I have been running... I have been doing. I don't know if you know the lore behind the Sussies. Okay,
no,
but we have the Karibos. We had the Fuecocos. They already duked it out, so it was my Pokemon versus Yu-Gi-Oh lore scene. And what I'm pumped about right now is I looked up so much information on this one little Pokemon chat. Okay, I'm locked in for today. I got out of work early. I came home for this. We have two. I mean, this is actually huge. We have a Sussy night ahead of us, and I'm ready for it. Oh my god.
We absolutely do. The Sussy Chunguses will be out in force. But Pipes, we're going to shut this game down. Where can the people find you? Plug all your socials.
Plug all my socials?
Every single last one of them.
I mean, yeah. Well, if you just click my name, you probably see me live playing comp. I don't have my social links on here. Actually, my Instagram might, but that's a hard YOLO. So yeah, you could find me in the chat as Battle Cattle Pipes or Bongos McGee, whichever @ you choose. It's probably gonna come up either or. And yeah, it was a pleasure bringing you guys the first match of the night. I'll definitely be back. I'm hanging around all night. It's gonna be a party.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is my last match of the night. I'm doing one and then dipping, but you can find me everywhere. RhinoCast11, that's Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So go ahead, give us a follow. I'd really appreciate it if you enjoyed what you heard tonight. However, we are, as I say, going to shut this one down. Then Sussy Platypus versus Sussy Spider-Man coming up at 7:30. But for now, Insidious take a sweep 3-0 over Battle Cattle in Tier 2. It's been a fantastic night. Thank you so much for joining me, Pipes. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you very, very shortly for some more Annihilation Overwatch action. Take care.
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now? Okay, now hold up. Let me get something right off my chest. I've been meaning to read into it, time to put it to rest. Is it stress? Is it that I ain't answer your text? Don't you treat it like amnesia, you know I always forget. Stirring the pot real hot, watch how the plot thickens. Around the clock, tick tock, need more than 20 seconds to get your attention before it's on to the next thing. And I'm over here again wondering, can I hold ya, hear your truth, pull you closer, talk it through?
Girl, you know that I'm the one that you can come and complain to. Your silhouette's amazing, but your brain is a maze too.
So can you help me find my way while I find something to say?
I know the arguing just augments everything going both ways, but baby, I can see it on your face.
Up and tossing, turning, staying up all night long. Up and calling, yearning, wondering what I did wrong. I can tell by your eyes you got something to hide. So open your mind up, let me inside, and let's make it right. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? 'Cause I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no, oh no. Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I'm only picking up what you're putting down. You'll be tripping, I don't know what about. So what's the problem right now? You're under the pressure. I lost my time.